Hello, welcome back to the Goalkeeping Podcast. I'm Paul Sherratt.
I'm Martin Brennan.
And I'd like to read an article that I'd found for you, Mr. Brennan. I'm putting my glasses on. Now, this is about the colour of soccer goalkeeper uniforms.
Interesting.
Oh, you're interested?
Yeah, I'm interested, yeah.
I was quite
Very.
interested. I'll tell you why. Because it got me thinking about marginal gains, about your 1%ers. Why do you keep thinking about everything? You don't do anything else for your life. Just fucking think we were good.
I was struggling. I was struggling really bad.
I know.
And you said I was been thinking. I can't start that again.
Got me thinking.
What are you thinking? You do so much thinking.
I'm gonna have to start again. We're gonna have to start again. We're gonna have to do it again.
Well, go thinking and I'll come straight in.
So I've been thinking about these 1%ers.
Stop no idea
looking at me.
That's the hot dog. What am I doing? Colours of these shirts, yeah.
We've really struggled with this, haven't we?
Yeah,
We've
I don't
never
know
been
why.
this bad. No.
I don't know why.
We've only talked about bloody
Most
goalkeeper shirts.
least funny topic we've ever done.
Exactly. Hello, welcome back to the Goalkeeping Podcast. I'm Paul Sherratt.
I don't know why. I'm not. I don't know. Should we go? Should
What?
we move topics?
I'm Paul Sherratt.
I'm Martin Brennan.
And I've been spending time thinking. No, I've not been thinking. I haven't been thinking, have I?
You can be thinking.
I'm not.
You
I
can't
can't
look at
think. Hello, welcome back to the Goalkeeping Podcast. I'm Paul Sherratt.
I'm Martin Brennan.
And I want to talk to you about the colour of goalkeeping shirts. So we've been doing some research at Glove Glue and looking at the colour of goalkeeping shirts. Why? Well, you're always talking about 1%ers marginal gains. Yep. So it got us thinking, does colour of goalkeeper shirt make any difference at all?
I don't know. We've had this debate. I've had this debate with other coaches. We've done it on a goalkeeping licence as well. It's at George's Park. They've done a presentation on it. And there's two ways of looking at it. One, you can try and hide in the crowd and blend in colour. Or the other way is obviously a massive, steward colour, if you like, and stand out. I'll be honest, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
You're going to love this then. Well, maybe. I found this study. Would you believe someone has done a study based on the colour of soccer goalkeepers' uniforms and whether they influence the outcome of a penalty kick.
Right.
This was done in August 2013. And the basic premise is that they got 40 experienced players to take 10 penalty kicks against a goalkeeper. Week 1, they put the goalkeeper just in a black jersey.
Yeah.
40 players, 10 penalty kicks. Week 2, so 1 week later, the same 40 players took another 10 penalty kicks against a keeper wearing either red, green, blue, or yellow. What do you think happened?
Not sure. You're probably going to tell me I'm wrong, whatever way I go with it.
I am going to tell you whatever way.
Yeah.
Amazingly, maybe it's not amazing, but the findings indicate that goalkeepers wearing red have more of an advantage over their opponents, i.e. the goalkeepers wearing red, when the keeper's wearing red, fewer penalty kicks were taken. No, fewer. Fuck. So the results were players facing red-clad goalkeepers scored on fewer penalty kicks than those facing either blue or green-clad keepers. So basically what we're saying is if you wear red as a keeper, you got a better chance of saving a pen.
Yep. So is that where we're going now?
So then I thought, well, there's no reason, from a Glove Glue point of view, if we're going to launch some goalkeeping shirts at some stage in the future, we should certainly have a red one in there.
Yep.
And then I started thinking, if that's a report, and admittedly, it's one report, it's one isolated instance.
Yeah.
But if there's any truth in that, if there's any small percentage in that, then why doesn't every goalkeeper But in the Premiership, for example, wear red.
Well, yeah, the obvious thing is that obviously there's teams that play in red, aren't there?
So you can't
So that's
can't wear your same colour jersey.
Or even if you're playing against a Liverpool or a Southampton,
Yeah.
obviously you can't wear red because it can't match up against what they're wearing as well.
Yeah, but how many red teams? So you got Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool.
Southampton. Well, it depends what kit they bring out.
Depends what away kit as well.
Yeah.
But you'd still have half the games in the season, maybe, where you could potentially wear a red jersey.
So what was that for penalties, though?
That was the study was just done for penalties because I guess how'd you do it? How would you do it in the run of play? Because you got to find some way of sort of standardising the test.
We just have a reversible top. Can't it be grey or green, and then underneath is your red? Hold on a minute, ref. Just need to take the top off and turn it over, and you got your red on. Brilliant. They make a save.
Oh, okay.
So like a legend, here's one. Read that out. Yes, everyone's winning, isn't they?
Can I change my top? So I've got my reversal top on. Can I change it? Ref's just blown for a pen. Can I change? No, I can't because if I'm out.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to change it throughout the game. That's the only problem.
What about Man U when they changed shirts at half time against Southampton? Then they had that grey shirt on. Do you remember?
I read Peter Schmalz's book the other week and he said that. And he said Ferguson just went, nah, it's not happening. For some reason, we're going to change kit half time.
I'm sure they had a colour analyst or something that was in the club at the time and said, no, you can't pick your players out because they're wearing grey.
Which I still don't understand though. Because if you're playing at Southampton, there's going to be a lot of white and red in the crowd, surely.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe the lower tiers, it's dark, it's grey, it's a crowd merged into one. Yeah. But I don't remember it being a dark grey.
Just an excuse.
Well, either way, okay, I was looking at it from, they had a colour analyst in the club.
Maybe, yeah.
So then I'm thinking, well, why isn't the colour analyst looking at goalkeeper jerseys and going, oh, there's a study in 2013 that says, wear a red shirt, you're going to save more pens.
I can't remember on the stats or facts on it, but I did a goalkeeping licence at St George's Park, and the FA coaches presented something about this. So it was a massive case for, would we want to stand out as goalies?
Yeah.
Which is intimidating to the striker. Or do we blend into the background purposely so the striker gets excited, don't quite really see us, and obviously then try and score? Not realising there's a massive goalkeeping frame behind it.
Oh, where did he come from?
Yeah, just ref run on the pitch. Ref, what's going on here? I be honest, I'm not sure on any of this. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I'm not saying I don't believe. It's like the ghosts, right?
Yeah.
There's meant to be ghosts. There's not ghosts. We've seen them. We ain't seen. Well, I don't know. So I'm putting this all down to ghosts. It's a bit all.
It's a ghost.
It's all a little bit not sure. There's a good case, but there's some terrible cases. So, would I want to stand out or would I want to blend in? I don't know. What would you rather? If you're the striker, what would you rather not see?
I've worked with keepers in the past who are insistent that they want to wear brightly coloured gloves so they can dazzle the striker. You know, they want to
dance with
maybe they want to distract the striker.
Right,
guys coming in. Oh, what's that? It's a distraction. What is it? They're convinced it works, but I think it's personal preference, isn't it?
I do, yeah, I do.
If you go down the argument of, what happens if? Imagine if you blend this keeper into the goal. You know, like these. I think World War One, they did these dazzle patterns on these warships, so you couldn't see. Yeah. Was the warship on its side? Was it facing you? You made it hard to see. Was it coming towards you, going away from you? Made it hard to bomb it, I guess.
Yeah.
So imagine if you had that sort of dazzle type pattern, that camo kind of pattern.
It could work, couldn't it?
I don't know. Maybe the shirt's actually got netting on a crowd behind it on the shirt. Is that good or is it bad? Because does the striker think, wow, this goal's massive because he actually can't see anybody in the middle of the goal? Or if, conversely, if the keeper's got really bright clothing on, does a striker go, oh, wow, I haven't got a lot of space here? You're not buying into it, are you?
I'm not, yeah, because I'm just not sure. I mean, the two kits I've still not seen ever is a see-through kit.
Be an interesting one.
Still not seen that.
Now, that would certainly put off quite a few strikers.
And
if
if
it
we're
was
looking-
totally see-through, wouldn't it?
Completely, yeah. And if we're looking to blend in,
Yeah.
why have we not come up with a kit with a load of faces on it, like you're the crowd?
Well, I suppose it depends where you're playing, doesn't it, really? Because there might be some grounds where they don't have much of a crowd.
Yeah. I can name
Really?
quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But,
That might... I mean, that would do the opposite.
or
That actually might be the one that makes you stand out in certain grounds because there's nobody standing behind the goal. So
this is the Dragons.
who's the guy with faces on his shirt?
I've got the Dragons then.
Go on, do it.
It's a reversible top. One side there's a crowd,
Yeah.
and the other side it's an empty stand.
That's
How good's that?
That's quite nice. We've tried reversible shirts in the past.
Right.
The problem is they get quite heavy.
Yeah, and I can imagine the cut must be very difficult and
It's hard to
to
print
nail
double-sided on a shirt, so you
Yeah.
end up printing two shirts and
Yeah,
sewing
yeah.
them together, and they
Yeah.
get quite heavy.
I mean,
And
look-
again, am I going to? Well, we've established. I don't think we've established you can't change your shirt in the middle of the game.
No, but I think when you're saying about penalties, there is it a penalty shootout where I could potentially use my reversible top and then become a massive Teletubby and be turned into a red colour?
Can I? So that's interesting. So if I remember with the Man U case, they changed their kit at half time.
Yeah.
Which you couldn't do under the rules of the Premiership. They got fined.
Right.
Let's go to your Champions League finals. No, it's a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
If I put a red shirt on, I'm going to get a marginal gain and potentially might save a penalty that I might not save if I'm wearing a different colour shirt. Depending on the size of the fine, it's Champions League final. I might take the risk. I might actually whip off I might change my shirt.
How much is that to win the Champions League?
I've no idea.
Very roughly.
I don't know. It's
50
millions.
million,
isn't it?
100 million. So what's
With
the fine?
everything, I suppose there's prize money and there's it's all the commercial stuff that goes behind.
So
I mean,
what's the
it's
fine gonna
tens.
be?
Well, it's not going to be millions, is it? I wouldn't have thought.
10 grand, 50 grand?
Yeah.
It's not. It's
No.
nothing, is it, compared to what you're going to win? But
Would the ref during the game stop you doing it?
well, the truth is,
That
we've
might
just come up with the idea, so I don't know if it's been done before. Can you change your top? That's a question for people out there. Can you change your goalie top in a penalty shootout at the beginning of the penalty shootout? I can imagine you can't keep changing it. Well, that's another thing.
Different coloured top.
Is it reversible top, where you change every colour for every different penalty?
Well, it doesn't need to be reversible because you're going in between each pen. You're going off to the side. You're standing to the side.
Hmm.
So you're just changing your
dressing
shirt.
room, yeah.
The kit man's there. Here's a. We know that Ronaldo doesn't like red, right? We'll put a red one on for Ronaldo. We've got,
There's some detail on it.
Maybe it's that next level. All this. I mean, you do it. All the goalkeeping analysis.
Yeah.
He's on the back of
course.
my water bottle. Where's he? Which size are you
Yeah.
going to put it? What colour doesn't he like?
Yeah.
Don't know how you find that out.
Well, you'd ask him, they'd probably lie, wouldn't they? And then, you're facing your favourite colour. I'll be honest. I'm not sold by any of this. I just think if you're as a penalty taker, if you're in a really good state of mind and mentally strong enough to take the, I don't think it matters whether it's Shrek standing there a goal or it's David Seaman or Tinky Winky.
Which is a shame because we were looking to sell, I don't know, 1 million red goalkeeping shirts this year.
I think red's
and
a really good
cutting
colour
you in.
for goalkeeping.
But we just needed someone
That
with
would definitely
gravitas to say, red
Yep.
is the colour,
So,
and
yeah,
we can use you. Like doing the posters,
100%.
like the Times critic says,
Yeah,
brilliant.
definitely.
I'm going to use you. Martin
Red's
Brennan
the way.
says,
red's the only way.
red is the only
It's
way.
the only way. So if you want to go up the level, goalkeeping pyramid,
That's
as I call it,
It's
you've got to go to.
so
red.
it's not a small, it's not a marginal gain. It's a huge.
Oh, it's a career change.
It's
Completely.
It's a huge gain
Completely.
to have
yeah.
a red shirt.
The League Two goalies will all be waiting outside the door of the Premier League now because they're wearing red.
Yeah,
So it's definitely the way.
it'll lift them up.
So what'd be interesting is to do a survey with the strikers. That'd be interesting.
This I didn't tell you before.
Oh,
The other element of this study
yeah.
was expectancy level. So before they took the penalty,
Yeah.
did they expect to score or not? And they asked the question,
Mm.
and obviously the keeper at different stages was wearing different coloured shirts. So they were also trying to establish whether or not the keeper wearing the red shirt, the striker also expected to score less against him. Nothing. Expectancy levels were the same against every level of kit. So on that basis, in the striker's mind, it doesn't make a jot of difference.
No.
But the results showed something different. The results showed that actually they did score less penalties against the goalkeeper wearing red.
Yeah, if I had to edge one way, I must admit the brighter colour. I think if someone went to be right, you got to choose a colour. I generally think I would choose a brighter colour because I just think it's more having a big goalkeeping frame with a massive colour. I would assume that would be. I'm thinking myself as a striker now. Would I want someone blending in, or would I want someone standing out in the colour in front of me? I don't think I'd want the colour in front of me as a striker.
I mean, shirts of the 80s, 90s, goalkeeper shirts, they were awesome.
Yeah, what was his?
I mean, you think they're just
Campo? Was it Campo? Who was the goal he played? At Wembley. Not in the Mexico for Mexico.
Yes. What World
Yellow
Cup?
short sleeve.
Yes. What World Cup? 86.
Was that not a David Seaman game? Where
I think Seaman had a pretty wild shirt as well, didn't he?
Yeah, because he had the
reds
first
and blues
gloves.
and reds and blues and greens and yellows and pretty funky shirt, I think.
Yeah, he did. He had the Adidas gloves though with the different colours on.
He did.
The first, I think they were like one of the first spine finger protection gloves out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the strap was solid. It was brilliant. It was actually like
they got to come back. They come back, aren't they? They got to come back. Funky, wild. There's a bit of a retro shirt thing happening at the moment.
Yeah.
You gotta feel bring back brightly coloured shirts.
All different colours. They're the best.
Just
ones.
wild. Obviously predominantly red because that's going to give you an advantage as we've established.
Just different shades of red.
Did you have Did you have a proper when you were playing? Was there a proper nasty?
Yes, I had one with black shirt. How I remember this stuff? I forget my anniversary every year.
Yeah. But you'd know what gloves you were wearing with it as well.
Age. Yeah, I remember. Black sleeve all the way up with a pad, with obviously the padding.
Big
the old
pad,
padding.
Yeah.
You had to lift weights up to make sure you lift your arm up. So that heavy. And then cut into there, and then just literally every luminous colour you can think of.
What was that? An Umbro shirt?
I can't. Do you know what? I was trying to think of it when I can't remember. I actually can't remember. I'll tell you what, that's still in my loft. I've still got.
There was a lot of Umbro shirts.
Yeah, there was,
knocking around at the time. I suppose they were the brands. So there were some pretty funky Umbro shirts.
And then Tottenham had a full yellow pony kit. That was the goalie kit.
Oh yeah, was that the Holston Pills era?
Yellow and green.
Holston Pills main sponsor era.
Yeah. So they're all like we've gone so many ways with the goalies, haven't we? With kits, really, it's gone so many ways. The plain, and then the traditional used to be for a long time was a coloured top, but then black shorts, black socks. Peter Schmeichel would only ever wear white socks for a period of time. He was saying in his book, you see, wear white socks, black shorts, and then whatever top. He'd always wear white socks. And he said he felt, because the shade from the sun or something, it looked like he was quicker than he was when he was running.
So he used colour.
So he used white.
To influence. In his mind, he felt white socks made him look quicker.
Mm. I'm sure that's what he said. I'm 99% that's what he said. I only read it last week. So
gloves? Did he talk about gloves? Anything bright?
No,
gloves
he didn't say too much on. I don't think he said about really. No, not much on gloves. But Ian Walker had the first wind stoppers from Royce. They were like a red.
Yeah,
red again. They were like a red, like a meshy material. So yeah, red does keep coming back up throughout the years. But yeah, it's the bright colour. I think it's got to be more of a standout, hasn't it? I think. Rather than you want your goalie to blend in.
I'd love to know, those of you watching, listening, I'd love to know what your preferred kit colours are. As I said, this is sort of market research for us, so it's quite interesting. So I thought this study was brilliant. Thought you'd be all over it. I thought we'd come away from this podcast thinking, great, we've got this red kit sorted. But you're saying we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to ask our listeners, our viewers, Is it red? Is it retro? Is it multicoloured? What is it? What is it? Here's a final one for you. Is it short sleeved or long sleeve? You talk about a long sleeve jersey with big padded elbows. Who wears those now?
Well, they don't. It's become a bit of a. It's a trend, isn't it? It's a fashion. Even my boy Alf, he's 14, and the gloves have to match the boots because the kit's this certain colour.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter, mate. But to the age group, it means everything.
Yeah.
The combos as they call them now.
That's why I was picky on those glove glue gloves I sent him the other day. The colour was wrong, were they? Is that the problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But they still work.
Yeah.
That's what they're there
just,
for.
Just
right?
the wrong colour.
Yeah. To him, they're the wrong colour. For me, they're black, and
It does the job.
It does the job.
And of course, he wouldn't entertain black boots to match
No,
the black boots.
That's a common argument when we go into a boot shop. That I try to get him just in black, and his mum tells me to shut up because he's going to choose what he wants, and they're all about colours now. So yeah. But no, bright.
Okay.
I'd say bright.
Okay.
My verdict.
So there we have it. There is evidence out there that suggests that if you're a goalkeeper and you wear red, well, certainly the evidence that suggests that you're going to save more penalties. Sounds like the jury's out. We'll keep doing some research. In the meantime, I'm Paul Sherratt.
I'm Martin Brennan.
And that was the Goalkeeping Podcast. I hope you've enjoyed the content. If you'd like to become a better goalkeeper, then check out developinggoalkeeping.com, where you'll find podcasts, tips, videos, and more.